Have you ever felt lost when someone uses the phrase read between the lines? As an English learner, it can be tricky to understand the true meaning behind this common idiom. But don't worry, today we're going to change that. Let me tell you a funny story about a time when someone misunderstood this idiom. My friend Sarah was invited to a work event and the email said, dress code, business casual. Read between the lines. Sarah thought it meant she should literally read the lines on the invitation. So she showed up in a t-shirt with the words, between the lines printed on it. Needless to say, she felt a bit out of place. So, what does read between the lines actually mean? This idiom refers to understanding the hidden or implicit meaning of something, rather than just the literal words on the page. It's often used when someone is trying to convey a message without stating it directly. Let me give you an example of how to use read between the lines correctly. Say your boss emails you and says, I'd like to discuss your performance review this afternoon. Reading between the lines, you might realize that this is a polite way of saying you're going to receive some constructive feedback or possibly even a raise or promotion. Here are some more examples of how you can use read between the lines in different contexts. In a casual conversation, when she said she was fine, I could tell she was actually feeling upset. I read between the lines. In a formal setting, the CEO's speech hinted at some major changes coming to the company. We'll have to read between the lines to understand the full implications. In a negative context, the rejection letter didn't give a clear reason. So I had to read between the lines to figure out why I didn't get the job. In a humorous context, my mom's subtle way of saying she doesn't like my new haircut is to tell me it's interesting. I can read between those lines. In a literary context, the author's use of metaphors and symbolism in the novel encourages the reader to read between the lines to uncover deeper meanings. In a business setting, the financial report showed a decline in profits. But reading between the lines, it's clear the company is shifting its strategy. On social media, when my friend posted about having a relaxing weekend, I read between the lines and realized they were probably stressed out at work. To help you remember the meaning of read between the lines, think of it as peering through the surface-level words to uncover the hidden or implicit message. Like reading the invisible ink between the printed lines on a page. One theory about the origin of read between the lines suggests a connection to 19th century practices. Some believe it originated from methods of conveying secret messages, potentially including hiding text between lines of seemingly innocuous writing. Over time, the idiom evolved to reflect the idea of looking beyond the obvious to find the true meaning. Similar idioms include read the subtext and grasp the implied meaning. Opposite expressions are take things at face value or take it literally. Related idioms include read the room, read the signs, and get the hint. Let's try this. I could tell my boss was hinting at a promotion when she asked me to stay late for a meeting. Now, let's rephrase that without using the idiom. I could tell my boss was suggesting the possibility of a promotion when she asked me to stay late for a meeting. I remember a time when a colleague of mine used read between the lines perfectly in a meeting. We were discussing a new company policy, and the HR manager kept emphasizing certain points without directly stating the changes. My colleague raised his hand and said, "Reading between the lines, it seems like we'll need to adjust our work schedules to accommodate the new policy." The HR manager was impressed by his perceptiveness. One common mistake people make when using read between the lines is to say read into the lines instead. This doesn't quite capture the same meaning, as read into the lines implies making assumptions or interpretations that may not be accurate. Another mistake is using read between the lines in a context where the hidden meaning is already obvious. The idiom is most effective when the subtext is not explicitly stated. Alright, let's test your understanding of read between the lines with a few quiz questions. 1. What is the meaning of the idiom read between the lines? A. Understand the literal meaning of the words. B. Decode the hidden or implicit meaning. C. Skim through the text quickly. Correct answer, B. 2. Which of these expressions is synonymous with read between the lines? A. Take it at face value. B. Read the subtext. C. Stick to the script. Correct answer, B. 3. Which of these expressions is the opposite of read between the lines? A. Interpret the message literally. B. Analyze the fine print. C. Understand the underlying meaning. Correct answer, A. In summary, read between the lines is a powerful idiom that allows you to uncover the hidden or implicit meaning behind someone's words or a written text. By understanding this concept, you'll be able to communicate more effectively and pick up on subtle cues and nuances in your everyday conversations. So, the next time you encounter this idiom, remember the key lessons we've covered today and start reading between the lines like a pro. Now it's your turn. Share a time when you used read between the lines successfully in a conversation. Or, try using the idiom in a sentence of your own. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more helpful English idiom lessons. I'll see you next time.